We already summarized the 5 ways you can add content to your Google Classroom, but I want to talk about a little of the parameters in detail. Going to the Classwork tab, I can see that the assignment, quiz assignment, and question all have the ability to add a due date. This due date is very powerful and allows you to bring in another level to the Google Classroom. Let me show you an example that's done this really well. Here we can see a list of 5 assignments, all having a due date in May. At the top right of the screen, I have an option that says Google Calendar, and clicking on it allows me to see that I have a calendar directly set up for this classroom. At a glance, I can see exactly what's coming up in this course. In addition to the Google Calendar, Google Classroom sets me up with a Google Class Drive folder that collects all my files in one location. You can utilize this if you'd like, but I think it is easier to go to individual assignments to see your student submissions directly in the classroom. Going back to individual assignments, there's one more parameter I want to talk about that'll save you a ton of time. When you're creating new content, whether it's an assignment, quiz assignment, question, material, or even along the stream and just sharing something with your class, you should have 2 drop-down options in the top left. The first one allows you to post across multiple class periods at once. This allows you to update all your students at one time, instead of having to repost the communication in each classroom. The second dropdown allows you to differentiate all the way down to the student level. If you have a single class period selected, then you can see your entire student population and choose exactly which students get the notification. What I love about this is these 19 students are the only ones getting notified about the new content. And then you can follow up with the other students with additional support if needed. One of the advantages to using Google Classroom to communicate with your students is the ability to schedule posts. Here, I want to send my students a reminder that we have an exam next Friday, but I don't want to send it directly after class. So in this case, instead of pressing the blue post button, I'm going to click the drop down next to it and choose schedule. At this point, I can choose for this announcement to go out to my students at a convenient time to them. That post is automatically going to go live to their inboxes on Thursday at 5 p.m. You can also do this with classwork as well. Here you can see that there's a draft here scheduled for tomorrow at 8 a.m. You can schedule any content. The only caveat to this setting is you can only schedule something for one class period at a time. Here I've got a sample quiz assignment, and because I only have one classroom selected, I have the option to schedule the post. But if I choose 2 class periods, that option is no longer available.